What is up, y'all? It's your boy, the Renegade Enigma, here doing another video, and in this video, I'm here to give you my predictions on WWE's Raw's Hell in a Cell. And yeah, let's go right into it and whatever. We're gonna start off with the pre-show and whatever. This match was just announced this week, along with a few others. And that match would be a 6-man tag, putting the Cruiserweights against each other. And the Cruiserweights are Cedric Alexander. I always want to say Cedric the Entertainer when I say his name, but that's another story. But yeah, Cedric Alexander, he'll be teaming up with Lance Dorado and Sin Cara. And they'll be going against Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and Arya Daivari. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his first name, but basically he's Sean Daivari's like brother. I think it's his little brother. But yeah, this is going to be in a pre-show. And yeah, I'm going to have to go with the heels, like, you know, the bad guys. That's Tony Nese, Gulak, and Daivari. They basically have the stronger team as far as talent, in my honest opinion. And if memory serves me well, they recently just had a tag team match, a regular tag team match, which put Lance Dorado and Sin Cara versus Gulak and Daivari. And Sin Cara and Dorado actually won that match. So with that said, that's why I'm going with the heels. But yeah, on with the like actual show, whatever, right? Another match that was announced for like on this week and whatever puts a grudge match together, like, you know, I mean, they've been going at it for the past couple weeks and whatever, and that is Bayley versus Dana Brooke. Now, Dana Brooke won the first match. I believe Bayley won the second match. So basically, it's a rubber match right now. And, you know, if memory serves me right, correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong. But yeah, with that said, I think Bayley's gonna win this last one because, like, you know, the higher ups, you know, Vince McMahon, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, what have you, they're really high up on Bayley and whatever. And Vince McMahon, you know, as far as what the internet says, he really doesn't like Dana like that, you know what I mean? He thinks she should stay in NXT, you know what I mean? So, with that said, if that's all true, Bayley's gonna win this match. And, you know what I mean, she's gonna go on to go face the women's champion after this. So, yeah, we have that. Next we have a match that was basically made this week also, which is a tag team match, which puts Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus the Club, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. And God, man, like, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, they're basically like the Dolph Ziggler of the tag team division, whatever. You pray and you hope they win and whatever, but they always wind up losing, except Dolph Ziggler just recently won, you know what I mean? But before that, like, he kept losing and losing and losing and losing. That's where the Club is at right now and whatever. You hope eventually they would win the tag team titles, but they never did, and now they're in this feud. So yeah, with that said, I'm gonna have to go with Enzo Amore and Big Cass. Plus, like, Vince is like really high up on them, so, you know, why not? You know what I mean? Speaking of tag team titles, that's the next match we're going to be talking about right now. For the Raw tag team titles, World tag team titles, we had the New Day, the champions. I believe on like the pay-per-view, they're going to officially have the title for about 430 days or so. Correct me in the comments again below if I'm wrong about this, but it's something like that. And it's going to be Big E and Kofi Kingston. Probably Xavier Woods did decide to switch it up. And yeah, they're going against Cesaro and Sheamus, the newly formed team made by Mick Foley, like actually giving them a title shot with their Best of 7 series. And yeah, basically I love the New Day, but I don't know, they're getting kind of stale with the tag team titles and whatever, you know what I mean? Give somebody else a shot and whatnot, in my honest opinion. So with that said, I'm going to have to go with Cesaro and Sheamus. Plus, you know what I mean, they're basically like Team Hell No 2.0, you know, Kane and Daniel Bryan, where they were tag team champions. They would go at it, you know what I mean, argue with each other all the time. It was really entertaining or whatever. And these two are really like good athletes too, you know what I mean, so why not put them together? So yeah, in my honest opinion, we're going to have new tag team champions in Cesaro and Sheamus. They need a tag team name, you know, with all that. Hopefully it's not something like cheesy like Team Hell No. But yeah. Next we have for the Cruiserweight title, we have the current champion right now. We have TJ Perkins putting his title on the line against the Brian Kendricks. Now, the thing about this match here is, like, this past Raw, whatever, Brian Kendrick just lost a match against Red Swan. And, you know what I mean, he basically felt worthless and whatever. At least that's the story they're going with and whatever. So he basically went to the back and whatever, where TJ Perkins was at after the match went off, because TJ Perkins was doing commentary and whatever. And he basically, you know, Brian basically asked TJ to throw the match for him and whatever. TJ said he wouldn't do it and whatever, you know what I mean, talked about how they were friends back in the day and whatever. My honest opinion, TJ Perkins is going to throw this match and whatever and give the title to Brian, because he's going to feel bad for Brian and whatever. But this is going to lead into another feud with them, unless they give the title shot to Cedric Alexander. But, you know, Brian's going to feel like he's better than TJ and whatever. He's not going to know TJ threw the match and whatever until he finally reveals the fact that he threw the match and whatever, and that's going to piss Brian off, and then they're going to have, you know, an even better match, possibly at Survivor Series, if not, you know, a bigger pay-per-view like that, maybe, I don't know, Royal Rumble, possibly WrestleMania, something like that, you know what I mean, depending on how long they decide to take this. But with all that said, my honest opinion, the Brian Kendrick is going to be the new Cruiserweight Champion. And next we have one of our main events, which is going to be in a Hell in a Cell, you know what I mean, the actual cage match thing, right? We have the Raw Women's Champion, Sasha Banks, putting her title on the line against the former champion, Charlotte Flair. And yes, we're calling her Charlotte Flair now. And yeah, Charlotte Flair is basically undefeated when it comes to pay-per-views and whatever. And yeah, she basically is a multi-time women's champion as of right now. I believe she's a 2-time champion right now. And she is Ric Flair's daughter, you know, the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion. So with all that said, her being undefeated in pay-per-views, her being Ric Flair's daughter, her being the first multi-time women's champion of this current era. I know Sasha is also a multi-time champion, but, you know, Charlotte was the first. So with that said, I think they're going to try to make her a female Ric Flair, make her multiple-time champion, and she's going to stay undefeated as far as the pay-per-view. And your winner and new Raw Women's Champion inside the Hell in a Cell is going to be Charlotte Flair. And watch out for this match to be like really bloody and whatever, you know what I mean? Because like they were hinting at it on Raw and whatever. You know, Mick Foley was talking about how he got beat up real bad, whatever, how he can't walk straight, you know what I mean? If you go to WWE Network and haven't seen those matches, go to watch those matches, because like Mick gets messed up like real bad, you know what I mean? Hopefully it's not as bad with the ladies or whatever. Hopefully they don't touch the top of the cell like Mick is known for doing. But yeah, like I said, the winner of this match is going to be Charlotte Flair. Next we have, for the WWE United States title, we have the champion, the new champion, Roman Reigns, putting his title on the line against the former champion, Rusev. And this is also going to be in the Hell in a Cell. Yeah, Lana, I don't think it's going to be like involved in this match. She's going to be outside the cage, I do believe, you know what I mean? So Lana's not going to be a factor. And yeah, due to this being a main event, because this pay-per-view has a triple main event, United States title is not only a main event, and you know, Roman Reigns is the guy, as you know what I mean, they say, you know what I mean, that's why the internet hates him and whatever. I personally don't. I think he's really talented. I just don't like the way he's booked. With that said, I'm gonna have to give to Roman. You know, he's the guy. You know what I mean, Vince likes him. You know what I mean, he's prepped to be the new John Cena eventually. You know what I mean, so it's gonna be Roman. You know, Roman's gonna win this and retain his United States title and go on from there, you know what I mean? So yeah, he's gonna win the Hell in a Cell match right there. And plus, he's already been in another one against Bray Wyatt, so he basically knows this match. And finally, we have, for the WWE Universal title, we have Kevin Owens, the champion, putting his title on the line against Seth Rollins, you know what I mean? And, you know, when Kevin Owens was crowned the Universal title, he basically got screwed because Triple H got in this match and whatnot, right? And, you know, Seth Rollins basically got screwed by Triple H, which was his bull. So I'm going to say Triple H is also going to get in this match somehow. He's probably going to pop up from under the ring or something like that and screw Seth Rollins up again, which, by the way, will also be held in a Hell in a Cell You know what I mean? We have 3 Hell in a Cell matches right now. Sasha Banks and Charlotte, Rusev and Roman Reigns, and now Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. But anyway, you know, this is gonna be like the start of their feud, and that's when they're gonna have their match, possibly at the Royal Rumble. You know what I mean? So basically, what I'm saying here is your winner and still Universal Champion is gonna be Kevin Owens. But yeah, y'all, you know what I mean? Those are my opinions or whatever. Those are my predictions. You know what I mean? Comment down below and tell me, you know what I mean, who do you think are gonna win? Or better yet, you know what I mean, since I'm doing a different format to this and whatever, you know what I mean, go to like the matches I put up on my channel, whatever. I did each one of these matches in WWE 2K17, you know what I mean, some with creator wrestlers, because some of these people are not in the game at the moment and whatever, like the club and whatever. They'll be DLC later on. Cedric Alexander and Lance Dorada and them. Other than Sin Cara, which is in the game, but the rest of them are not in the game. I did all these matches in separate videos, so if you want, check them out. And I put a poll in each one of them. You could vote on them and whatever, or comment down below on this one, you know, whatever like better for you. I'm gonna put a poll on this one, you know what I mean, like, so you could tell me what format you like better. Cause like what I used to do, if you know what I mean, you haven't been following my channel, is I would just put a whole match or whatever and basically talk over like that and tell you my predictions like that. What I'm doing here is I'm putting like clips of the matches and whatever, and like, you know, I don't know, I think this way is like a lot more entertaining. Plus you could watch the matches in separate videos without me talking. But yeah, y'all, you know what I mean, like I said, you know what I mean, tell me how you feel about this format in the poll, in the eye thing, you know, the card, you know what I mean, and comment down below with like everything I asked you in this video. Like this video if you liked it. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Until next time, y'all. Peace.